very interesting if this is not just only a talk, it's more like exchange, that you can tell me about your experiences and what you think about how WordPress could work in marketing. So maybe we start right there. What would you expect from, oh, first of all, let me quickly, how much time do I have? I have like 1 hour? Poor you. Okay. No, I just need like when I will stop everybody from getting lunch.
You want the timer?
No. I just like.
An airplane picture just for
Yeah. Thanks for the airplane picture. So, for WordPress, I mean, you are all here for a reason. What is your reason that you are here today? Please help me to get to know you. So, to learn about WordPress, or to learn about the ecosystem, the community?
Everything.
Okay, everything. I will cover that today. In 1 hour, everything will be discussed. What else? Why are you here? Connect. Networking, yes? Help me. Or I will pick you.
To help.
To help? Okay, to help the community, to help yourself?
The community.
Okay.
With that, myself.
Okay, yes, that's clever. Helping others to help yourself. I think that's very clever. You people in the background? Or is it just that you have not been fast enough to stand up while I was taking place? Could also be. Help me?
Meet new people with the same interests.
Meet new people with the same interest, yes.
What was the question?
Yeah. What would you expect from WordPress from a marketing perspective? So, in a perfect world, I have unlimited resources. Just imagine. And how can I help you? What would you expect from a marketing team of WordPress? What can we do for you?
I don't think we ever really had a marketing team
Yeah.
in WordPress in Portugal.
Okay.
So
This could be one thing.
you're precise.
Yeah, okay. Could be one thing. What else could we do for you?
Tell me how you can,
Yeah.
tell me why we should care about WordPress.
Oh yes, why we should care about it. Yes, beautiful. Oh, great. I hope somebody's taking notes because this is really interesting. Yeah. What else can we do for WordPress, for the community? Well, what can, yeah.
Find out why people don't really like WordPress.
Don't really like? Oh yes. People don't like WordPress? There is such a thing? Interesting. What do you think? Oh, okay. What do you think? Why do people not like WordPress?
It's not simple enough.
It's not simple enough, yes?
Because they don't know it.
They
Don't know the real community,
Yeah.
the real system.
Yeah.
It's not user friendly.
It's not user friendly. Interesting. Yes. I would like to add to this point, a lot of people worldwide don't know about this, that there are people that are so invested in the community that they meet in their free time, that they are giving away their free time to make something that is bigger than themselves. By the way, that is something why you should be here. This thing, I mean, take me, I'm a German with a potato in my head speaking English, in my mouth. So it enables me to meet all of you all over the world. So we take a break for the plane every 10 minutes now. That's a special effect. I will try to make it a part of the talk. So this is really, it's a huge spectrum. And we as the German-speaking marketing team, we ask us a lot those questions. What can we do that in the long run also helps ourselves in being, and if I could be very honest with you, in being more respected by others that I'm working for WordPress. So in Germany, a lot of people think of WordPress, oh, it's this open source content management system. You use it for very small websites. And I go, no, you can really build anything that you can imagine with it. But the thing is, a lot of us in our community, we go like, yes, but I'm just a solo entrepreneur. I'm just working on myself. It's our agency is like 2 people, 3 people. It's just me. Let's do a quick check. So your company, raise your hands if it's bigger, like 50 people. 1, 2, yes, interesting. More than 20 people. Oh yeah, so you can keep your hands down. More, okay, 20. And who of you is like more than 5 people?
Does 5 count?
Yes, including 5. So, okay. And who of you is like 1, 2, 4 people? Yeah. So, so from my experience, this is a lot of people are what we consider small to medium-sized WordPress agencies. But when you combine all the pages, the sites that we run, that we've created, the plugins that we've created, we are a huge part of the ecosystem of the internets. We are part of it, what people really love. And still, we are not easy enough, we are not user-friendly enough, and we are not making a good job of explaining what we really do. We are very focused in our ecosystem, in our point of view. And so when you ask me, there's a huge gap that we can fill as a WordPress marketing team, where we can be better to explain people what we really do. And I think it is important to explain it, first of all, to the outsiders, that it's easier for them to understand us. And it's so a lot of WordCamps about, and this is now my personal opinion, so it's maybe not the opinion of the whole team. We try to be very inclusive. We try to attract everybody to our conferences. It's so easy. I mean, you go to a conference like the WordCamp Europe in Berlin, and you just pay 50 euros. This is compared, if you go to the Web Summit, I think the regular ticket in Lisbon is 800, 900 euros. That's a lot of money. And so you're not really filming it. Maybe the output for somebody who works in online marketing at the WordCamp Europe, it's much more intensive. You meet much more people that you can relate to. The knowledge is really first-hand knowledge. But a lot of people go, yeah, but it's only 50 euros. It can't be worth anything. And I try to explain to my clients, you should go there. You will understand much more how the internet works if you just go there. And again, they were like, yeah, but 50 euros. Huh? I don't get it. And so this is what the German marketing team is. We really try to do basic groundwork. We start at the beginning. We won't stop communicating the same and same things again. First of all, we exist. It's this easy. We exist. I don't know if you recognize, so my friend Erman, who's there. Hi, Herman. I think he don't likes to be put on the spot. But so we did a small video like 5 minutes ago where we just talked about to our audience, this is a contributor day. That's the moment when open source happens. This is the moment here. This is open source. And a lot of people don't know it, how it works. And you would be surprised how many people out of the WordPress that are not in this circle come to me and ask me about those videos. And to be honest, I'm also very surprised that people watch those videos until the end. And they go like, so you've been in Helsinki at WordCamp Nordic and you talked about, there's a thing we call Düsseldorf model, I won't go into detail. And I'm surprised, some really old-fashioned German CEO, he watches those videos and asks me about what is the Düsseldorfer model for the new WordCamps. And I'm like, wow, that's interesting. And in the end, this is what I would like to achieve, to be able to maybe attract a new sponsor to a new WordCamp, maybe somebody who's able to give some money in some kind of diversity fund. Because right now, when we look at the wall of our sponsors, so thank you again for sponsoring, and it's the inner circle that sponsors itself. Why aren't we attracting all the huge companies that are using our software? Why are they not really investing? And I think it's not because they don't like us, they don't know it's possible, they don't know we exist. They take your work for granted with no reason. They people just, so sometimes I get a phone call, so I live in Düsseldorf, and people go to me, yes, you are Mr. WordPress in Düsseldorf? I go, what? They think I'm WordPress. I go, no. But it's interesting, that's what people, how they work. Pause. And then I go, no, this is like much bigger. It's an ecosystem. It's hundreds or thousands of people working on this. We need to make it more transparent to them. And, oh, it dies from time to time. Let me reboot it. So let me introduce you to the team. And maybe a very short introduction for you on the German-speaking marketing team and how it worked. Because yes, I know there is no market team currently in Portugal. But why? So if I would be in your place, it just takes a bunch of people that say, let's do something, let's do baby steps. And I promise to you, it will all come back to you. It will return in a lot of, it will be multiplied. Invest into communicating that you exist. Don't leave this market to Joomla, Drupal, or whatever system. I don't care. They are all great, but maybe we can do better. So in Germany, we used to have a marketing team long time ago. And the thing about Germany in the worldwide community is kind like yours. So you're a very active community. The German was also all the time quite active. And so we have the global marketing team. They do the global stuff. And we try to translate it to the German people. But translating is not like taking a Word file and making English to German. We try to rethink the market goal, to rethink what we can achieve, what is the real first issue that we need to fix. So that's quite interesting because we try to connect to the global team, but in everyday life, we are really self-independent. We follow some rules, but we try to be friendly and we try to generate output. This is what I think what the marketing team should do. Reach out to people and not do it in silence. So this is a dark picture of the marketing team. I will show you, but I wanted to show you that it not takes a lot of people. And I will have a better picture. And this is, we try to meet at contributor days. So we have a Trello board, and in this Trello board, we write down when somebody is attending a contributor day. So for example, my whole team knows I'm here. I'm communicating this so that when somebody feels like, yeah, I'm about to meet Reimar, I feel like speaking to him, they know they can reach me here. Like for example, you also did. So you contacted me and asked me, can you do things? And so what we try to do, we try to build major topics. So when we speak about Scrum and Agile, we try to identify epics, really large items. And some of them are moonshots. These are items that we cannot reach with our current team. But first of all, it is important to have goals, to have something that we wish for, so that we can tell people about, so that somebody, so maybe some CEO of a company that I work for goes like, oh, how much money you need for it? And I go like, yeah, and maybe somebody just gives us the money. Why not? So really, why not? And so there was a reboot, so it's a really bad picture. So this is the current team. We meet every 2 weeks in a text Slack chat. So we do a text chat, we type, and this is something that we stole from the core team and from the global marketing team, because it's a very efficient way to communicate with each other when you have like every 2 weeks, 1 hour time, and we have some rules for the text chat, and it's really a magic how it works out. Because the magic of a text chat is everybody can do it wherever they are. Somebody can do it in a subway, somebody can do it in the office, somebody can do it in a coffee shop. And yes? I can do it also in the plane, yeah. So, and it's, and yeah, let me be honest, we cut the crap. So when we do a text chat, this yada yada, hey, I heard this story, it's not happening. It's very straightforward. Everybody goes the way he can. And so we have, I told you about the epics that we have. So we want to reach much more people. We want to inform the German-speaking market, which is huge, what we are doing with WordPress. It's nearly impossible to do it. And so currently the governance team is doing a great job on identifying the user journeys of a user, how he approaches the WordPress community. And those user stories are this huge and very complex. So as the German-speaking team, we decided we concentrate on one thing right now. And it's really only one thing. We want to attract new members, and that's now very egoistic, just for our team. Because we know we have so much tasks to do that we are not able to tackle ourselves. So we are now like, let's say 10 people, sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. And we have so much to do, and we want to do it the right way, which is like every piece of content that we create has at least to be seen by 4 eyeballs. It has to be proofread, and we've talked about it. So nobody on the team is able to just create a content and publish it. So we are working in open source. This is not about being egoistic. This is about somebody needs, yeah, I don't want to proofread it at least, so that we agree on it. So we try to reach out for more people. Because in reality, I don't know in which teams you may participate. So everybody in my team is very encouraged. Everybody wants to help, really. So when they stood here, they would say, yeah, I would like this to really be great. And then we go like, and I think it's very human. You say, yeah, I take this task, I create a new microsite for onboarding of contributors, and it's so huge, let's guess it takes 40 hours to do it. And then the reality kicks in, because everybody of you has a full-time job, I assume. And working full-time and doing contribution is very hard. I mean, just look into the eyes of all the people helping here, all the great work that you did extra to your regular work. Whew. It's, I mean, I think you can feel it right now, how much work it is. It's rewarding, yes, of course. But you do it, you invest your own money, your own body into it. So in our team, we try to break down those very large items into small tasks. And so this is our Trello board. This is also again stolen from the global marketing team. Whoever wants to be the lead of the upcoming Portugal marketing team, which I would happy to help and to assist, the people from the global team really did a great job. They have a great onboarding document which you just need to translate. You just need to read it. And so everybody who's approaching the German-speaking marketing team, we have like some documents that you can read and you are fully onboarded. And in addition, every new member gets a mentor. So somebody who's sticking with you for the first weeks. Because reading is the one thing, and then you have practical questions. How can I create a new task? Who's approving it? And then we go, there's no real approval, but you need to tell it. And I think it's always nice to have at least one body in the community in the beginning. And then we introduce it that everybody is your body. So we have this Trello board, and this is what we call the wish list. These are things that would be nice to be done. Then we break it down into things that are currently in progress, in Arbeit, as we call it in German. And each of those cards has to be actionable. And this is really hard for a beginner, because beginners tend to make those tasks too large. And so it's not a real joke, but so I have a partner in the leadership there, and every time a new member creates a card, we go, okay, sure, that won't be done until the next call. But we let people make the experience by themselves. We say all tasks should be smart. And it's again not something that we invented. Each task should be very specific, measurable, achievable within one sprint. So 2 weeks time, that's not much. So if you don't have the time, make it smaller. It should be relevant. It should really solve an issue that is on our roadmap. And please put it into a time box. Make it small and say, yeah, I have like 2 hours for this. Sounds pretty, yeah, what you're talking about. But so everybody who worked in a team, we tend to overthink what our capabilities really are, the amount of time that I really have free for open source. So this is a huge issue, and we try from the management of this team, we try to tell every member the same. We are so thank you that you are part of this team, and please do not pressure yourself, because I think in open source we have a problem of people burning out and then running off the community. So we try to encourage everybody to just do the smallest step possible and finish it. Don't do large things, do the small things. So I don't want to be pessimistic, I just would like to tell you our experience, what really works. Because large projects for us are burning our people. We are losing people through large projects. So one example. This is now a real world example. So we've met at one contributor day in Osnabrück. Reimar, was it in March? Osnabrück? Yeah, maybe. Let's say so. We've met at a contributor day in March. And right now, on the 11th of May, there was the Global Translator Day, which is a project of the Polyglots team. And so we've discussed as the marketing team, and that's interesting. Nobody approached us for this. But we are like, so there's this global event. That's a great event. I mean, also you in Portugal contributed to it. Shouldn't we tell the world about it? And how do we do it? And then there was this moment. I'll be very frankly to you. We also discussed, shouldn't the Polyglots team speak to us? Shouldn't they ask us, can you support us? And we were like, yeah, or we just do it. And then we approached the Polyglots team. And I mean, it's a contributor day thing. You just walk to the next table and say, hey, Phil, what are you doing on the global trans? Yeah, good question. I don't know. Have no idea. Yeah? And I don't know the real numbers, but isn't it crazy that we are part of a community that is able to run a worldwide event 24 hours where in the end something really changes? That's unbelievable. So what we did is we did several parts. So first of all, we did a German, that's really important, we did a video for the call of participants and a call for organizers. So when we planned the video, I think only 2 cities in Germany said they will do an event. So I'm not telling you that we from the marketing are responsible that in the end we had much more cities, but we think there's a small portion that we owe of this. By just being the nagging person, the people, hello, are you doing an event? Hello. Just by being this person in the room, some cities went like, oh yeah, I saw the video, now we are making an event. Because it feels like, oh, I need to host the global translation day. In the end, it isn't so much. You need a room, you need an internet connection, and you need to tell it to people. So I will try to, I know we don't have large speakers now, but just to give you an idea. Okay, it's playing back there. Jetzt mal wirklich, als kleiner Anwender, kann ich helfen? So, this is Robert. He's not really the leader of the Polyglots team or the WordPress translation day in Germany. But he was just silly enough to say, yeah, I do the video. I don't care. I have the interest that more people come. And this is sometimes in open source, it's hard to find the super responsible person. But in Germany, we decided, okay, who publishes has the right to. We just try everything we do to speak to other peoples about. So in the end, I think we had 8 cities taking part about. And what Robert is doing, so I'm trying to ask him very silly questions. Do I need to be a developer? You know the answer? No. Is it complicated to set up the event? No. It's all things where you go, yeah. But I believe we need to talk to people through channels that they consume in content pieces. In content pieces that they are willing to consume. A lot of the things when we go to make WordPress.org, I mean, there are a lot of documents. They are really great, but they're time consuming. Do you know how complicated it is to be part of the Slack channel in, so who's in, oh, that's another one. Yeah, who's the Wi-Fi code? Who ever onboarded to the Slack channel of WordPress? Yeah. Okay. Is it a thing that you would recommend a not tech-savvy person? It's a lot of steps you need to follow. And so when we have contributors approaching our marketing team, the first thing we do is get them into our Slack. It takes like half an hour. And I mean, we are sitting next to them and they were like, yeah, And it's so at the last contributor day, I was speaking to a really great designer from Hamburg, and she really wanted to help us. But I needed to funnel her through the 30 minutes of pain until she was able to access our channel. And so I just received a message from another German lady who wants to help us in the team, and she said, I'm not able to join your text Slack. Yeah, thank you. So it's what I'm trying to tell you is, we as a marketing team, we identified this as our first issue that we will tackle right after the translation day, that we will make it easier to explain how you onboard. And again, with full respect, in German we have a great document that you can read and all the steps are explained. And from experience I can tell you, nobody's able to follow them. Yeah, I don't know if you relate to this, but it's an issue of open source. So again, just my personal opinion. Open source to tend to say to foreigners, to outsiders, yes, read the documentation, read the fucking manual. Maybe we could change this a little bit and be more friendly to make it easier to be part of our community, because it would be more inclusive. But really, this is more my take. So we had this this video. Then we've no. And also a very small step. We've created a share pick. I mean, this is a smart task. It's very small, it's measurable, it's actionable, and so on. It's just one small image, so that we all can say, it says, come, let's translate WordPress. The original copy was, hello, WordPress translation. We're like, no, an outsider is not going to understand what we are trying to reach. We wanted to be welcoming. We said, come on, happy to have you. Come, let's translate WordPress. And then everybody of the team, because we are all our own influencers. I'm a micro-influencer to WordPress in my German-speaking community. So we take those contents and I'm pushing it to LinkedIn, not to Twitter. Nobody is reading Twitter. We are, but outsiders are not reading Twitter. So I'm posting it to LinkedIn, and this is the picture I took right after it. So it got 284 views from outsiders, people not part of it. And all of our colleagues did the same in their channels. So I also shared it on Twitter, but I also share it on my private Facebook, because I'm proud of the work that we as a team are doing. I'm proud of this community, so I'm speaking about it. And it's sometimes friends go to me like, oh, every time I open Facebook, I see your face. And I'm like, yes. And I'm like, yes, but maybe that's what I would like to achieve. Maybe that's one thing we could do. And so this is one thing I'm super proud of. We've made this, so we did a video before the event. We did the share pics and the posts also before the event. But when the event was done, and so really the next day, my valued colleague Thomas, that's him by the way, I will just scroll through, he created this really great blog post about all the teams that did the translator day, and I even think, yeah, so that's the other team leader of the marketing team in Germany, meet Philip. And I'm so proud of our team that we are able to promote an event, and the next day we have a blog post there. I know it's not much, but it's great. Yeah? And again, we take this blog post in our team. So Thomas does the write-up, then in the Slack channel he just leaves a message, hey everybody, blog post is finished, please do proofreading. We publish it, and then we social share it. Everybody in the teams is retweeting and sharing this channel. And also I'm sharing things like this on LinkedIn, just so that people know. And like I told you, people are really kind of fed up to see my face, but I don't care. I would like really to encourage you, speak about your community. So Marco, personally, I feel so welcomed by you in Lisboa. So like you taking me around in your city. So all the organizers here, you're doing a great job. And I think, because that's just one thing I can give, maybe I'm not so good at creating Gutenberg blocks, but I'm good at creating small pieces of content. So like this, and again, it's in German, so you won't be able to really understand. So, and I'm just telling the story of a Sunday afternoon in the WordPress community, because I think that people can relate to this. It's a thing that you want to be part of a global family of friends. I think that's a great thing, and it's more worth than the latest tweak we can do on the Gutenberg editor. This is really great to be part of. Do it. Share your small stories. Do it imperfectly. Go to my Twitter feed, watch my very first videos. They have been crap, really, but it's getting better and better and better. So, and again, people from the outside stop me on the street and talk about me about those videos. And the other thing that we do is, this is Birgit Olsem. She was one of the grandmothers of the German-speaking marketing team. She's not able to do the lead right now of personal reasons. And this is Bridget Willard. You knew her from the global marketing team. And we also do long-term interviews, like interviews that are really long, to give you background so that people, when they are interested, they can learn how it works. It's interesting. And also a thing, so there was no official video about the WordCamp Europe when you are able to buy the tickets. I mean, like, we had 3,000 tickets now sold. That's really great. But when we started to sell them, we post blog posts, we release messages on Twitter. But so happy to see you all in Berlin, but I would like to see more stranger faces there. I would like to see people from the outside so that I can go, yeah, the marketing team, come to me. But this is really, we are missing out opportunities. So when you do videos like this one, send it out to strangers. And also one thing that we do is we explain how a barcamp works to strangers. The thing with a video like this one is, it takes 40 hours from starting until it's released. This is why we changed in the team to smaller tasks. We do smaller things, because this is really great, and we really explain how a huge WordCamp works, but man, it takes ages. And to be honest, so let us quickly check. So this video, so it was shared on different platforms, but only 254 views for 40 hours of work. So, and the other video about my Sunday afternoon in Lisboa got like 200 views with maybe 30 minutes of work. Be the judge. So I would love to have more content like this. Yes, oh, I would love to make it. But I do not have the money that I can invest to do 40 hours of work, and then in the end only 250 people watch it. It's also a thing that we recognized in the German-speaking. We don't have really good channels for reach. It's really interesting. It's really hard when you are a user of WordPress. Which channel should you follow to get interesting content? There are channels, and I try to be very political here, but maybe they're not as interesting. And so I can tell you, in Germany we are trying to change this. Oh boy, and this takes time if you do it the right way. It takes time. So we use a bit of left and right here and then by just publishing stuff on our own channels. But I would like to have a German-speaking voice. I want to achieve people, to get to people. And I told you this one. We have one top priority, and we are not silent about it. We are really, 5 minutes, that's going to work. We are really focused on this one priority, and we will make it our priority to grow the team, to get more people to work, because we know we have so much work that we need more people. So at WordCamp Europe, we will, in advance of the WordCamp Europe, we will talk to people and say, okay, the marketing team is there, and this is how you achieve us. For example, we have one problem by design. The contributor day, where you could be part of the marketing team, is before the conference. So outsiders come to the conference, and then I go like, yes, yesterday there was the marketing team meeting. We go like, okay. So we, as the German-speaking team, we decided we do a second meeting. And we will take people to the after party, and we will make them drunk, and we will make them sign documents that they are team members. It's working. Take people to the party, it really works. But I'm trying to be honest here. We pushed back all our topics to make, first of all, the team grow, because we think that's the only thing we can do. And I made up a quote by Buddha, which is, there's always room for improvement. And yes, we have a lot of issues. Some people think that we are too loud. Some people think that we should be more careful with the things we say. And I will just say this private. We as the marketing team decided that maybe we are the people supposed to create a bit of stress and buzz now and then. So, but all that we want to achieve is, we want this community to live forever, if possible. I want to be able to go to more WordCamps worldwide. I would like the companies that use WordPress and take it for granted, don't care about how it's created. They just, I mean, if I go to my monthly weekend in my city, people go like, yeah, this shouldn't be there. And I go like, you could change it yourself. Be part of the, okay. But they're like, yeah. And they kind of have the attitude, but I paid for it. I go like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. It's a thing that we can work on. And so we need to explain that when people it is as it is because nobody changed it. And you, everybody, you can change the software. You are WordPress. I don't need to explain it to you, but maybe visitors of a WordCamp, of a meetup, they don't know really that they are able to change everything that they see. So just if this could be a starting point, let's connect. Ping me and my team with questions, anything that we could do. We will do it for you. I really would love to have a great Portuguese marketing team, be members of the global marketing team. At least every request that we do is a smart one. It's small, measurable, and actionable so that we can help you. We will do it. So if you need some resources, I can guide you to the correct places on the internet where you can read about how the global marketing team is doing it. So this would be my 5 minutes. Thank you very much for all the patience and the time that you have. I hope that somebody of you takes the opportunity and says, yes, I would be the one of the first 3-4 guys, women. Yeah, so. Yeah. 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 So a very smart person just.
We are making videos already.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it works. Just a very smart person once said to me, leadership is in the beginning taken, not given. So it's something that I needed to understand, but if you wait that somebody is giving you this, take it in the beginning. Take it, do it, and handle it. So thank you for your time again. Can I reply to some questions, burning issues?
So you are here during lunch, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Reimar will be here during lunch. O almoço vai ser servido agora. Estamos de volta às 2:30.
Thank you. Thank you.